Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, reporting to you from the annual conference of American Pistachio Growers. It's been a wonderful time here in Carlsbad. I'm here with Justin Wylie. He's on the board of APG. Also was on a great panel discussion. A grower out of Madera wanted to talk about the future of the pistachio industry as production is increasing, almost at an exponential rate. With all the new acreage going into production, wanted to talk with you specifically about, looking into the future, what can we expect? Because as commodities increase in production at such rates, you can expect some volatility in prices. Up to now, the price has held pretty strong for pistachios, which makes it a very ideal crop for people to get into, Also with the, not being as labor intensive as some crops, it's very appealing and tasty.
It's an exciting crop. So we've watched as the plantings have exponentially increased over the last 10 years, and so that will not come without challenges. We understand that. I think our take on it is that we have seen significant increases in our export markets, depending on which one we're talking about, and that has not been without its challenges, especially with the supply chain issues the last couple of years. But because we have this complete protein campaign running, we have some markets in India and China where we haven't even scratched the surface for the expansion. So I think it's important to recognize that pistachios, like other crops, have seen some volatility. We've seen some pressure. Navel orange worm's a good example. We have seen some supply chain issues and things like that, but part of what people aren't seeing is that we're so resilient as an industry through APG, and because our processors come to the table like they have and sit there at the table with us as board members and commit to the same causes we're committed to in expanding markets, because of that, the price is held. And so we haven't seen the volatility that you see in a lot of other crops. I spoke on that on the panel, but in a lot of cases you have one or two things that they're not small issues, but when these issues come to the forefront, you'll see a huge decrease in pricing in some of these other commodities, and we haven't seen that in pistachios. We're dealing with the same issues, but what we're seeing is that we're just more resilient than some of these other industries, and so we're really excited about it. Like you said, the future is not going to be without its challenges, but the bottom line is, if we come together as a group, continue to open up new markets, deal with navel orange worm, with some of these new tools that are coming down the pipeline, I think we can see continued success.
Well, thank you for taking the time. I know, growing pistachios is a multi-generational investment. It really takes a long time to get your first harvest, so I think our growers here are in for the long term, no matter what prices do in the near future. So thank you again. Read more about these things in Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.